Well, good evening, everyone. It's Sunday, April 11th, and I am in my garage. This is kind of an interesting experiment, and I know this is probably not following the proper paint prep protocols, but Derek and Vice Grip Garage last spring pulled a 1970 Cadillac DeVille out of the field. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. I'm from Minnesota just like he is, and I'm quite familiar with the areas that he visits and kind of the language as well. Like I suppose a guy could do this or that. And well, Derek and his wife were polishing the surface rust off of their Cadillac. I thought I'd give that a try using Quad Zero steel wool. Although theirs had the soap embedded in it, I couldn't find any. I have to look a little harder. But I mean, using Simple Green as my soap base, and I've actually been able to take some of the surface rust off the top of the Dakota, or I guess surface patina. This is, Derek recommends it for single stage. This is a two-stage base clear, and obviously the clear's failed, so I'm not really too worried about that. As you can tell, the hood's got a lot of oxidation too. So I think what I'll end up trying is I'll remove as much surface rust as I can with the steel wool. Then we'll try getting proper sandpaper set up, and then see what we can do to prime and paint it. Which either I'll try to. There's another YouTube page called Paint Society, and I think they do a great job seeing what you can do at home as far as painting a vehicle at home. So I'll see what my options are there. Otherwise, I'll see what I can do to farm it out. As you can see, let's see here. If I spray the Simple Green, I'm just going to go to this area right over here. And given the state that this is in, I probably could use a more aggressive steel wool, like maybe step up a grade or two. But it's probably always good to start out more conservatively just to kind of see where things are at. Now, as you can see, I'm essentially, there's like the surface patina, and then there's essentially the primer underneath it. So similar to what Derek had on his Caddy, where he didn't have clear, he just had paint. So I've got basically base clear. Clear is gone, paint's pretty much gone down to primer. Now, if I wipe this out, you can see that it's really done a pretty decent job of taking that off. And it's feeling a little smoother as well. So now, I mean, obviously, this is, if it's not the correct approach, let me know. I'm not a paint and body guy, but I'm willing to learn. And I've had this truck for such a long time, I think it's about time that I actually throw some money at it and some time. And I'm at the point in my life where my kids are pretty much grown, so I don't have all the after-school activities and everything else. So I can probably spend more time out in the garage working on this. And kind of keep people posted on my progress. In fact, I'm thinking about retitling my YouTube page because I based it on the BMW, the 46 BMW that I had, which I got rid of 6 years ago, so it's not really relevant any longer. Although that's what car I had when I started the page. So maybe I'll rename it something, or rebrand it, being something a little more specific to the Dodge Dakota, or something else that I have in the garage. Because right now our current fleet, we've got the Chevy Volt, the Maxima, and our newer Honda Odyssey, so, and Old Faithful here. Anyway, I picked up some trinkets. We have curbside cleanup, so we got a couch and a workbench for free. Some people decided they didn't need it anymore, left it out at the curb, and throw it in the back of your truck. So Dakota comes in handy for hauling stuff around. Gotta like that. Anyway, so I guess I'll continue with this. It's unfortunate, you know, this was the first sort of generation of, or the first try of water-based paints back in the 80s. And unfortunately, Chrysler, I think GM and Ford had similar issues with the paint delaminating, which was unfortunate. This truck was really sharp, but it was brand new. My dad bought it. It had like 5 miles on the odometer, so right now it's 109,000. It's been sitting pretty much the past 15 years. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but I do a little bit of work at a time. You know, and I've got to the point where it is somewhat drivable. There's still some mechanical things I need to fix. Front suspension bushings and some other stuff, but yeah, you can kind of see that there, right by the windshield. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, that's all I have. I won't drag this on any longer than I have to, but appreciate everyone's attention. I hope everyone had a great weekend and a great week ahead. Talk to you all later.